Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Jordan y esta mi video en español. Yo, en español. Hoy yo he aprendido muchas cosas. Primero, yo he aprendido I do not speak in Spanish on YouTube. How about that, y'all? Yeah, so as you can see, I'm multi-talented in Espanol, Spanish. So yeah, another option for my tutoring thing. Yeah. Also, um, uh, how do you say teach? Teach. Let's look it up on Google Translate, shall we? Google Translate, Google Translate, Google Translate, Google Translate. Ooh, Google Translate, Google Translate. Teach. Oh, I remember now. Y yo enseño español a estudiantes de inglés. O yo enseño inglés a estudiantes español. So, in English, I can teach Spanish to English people, and I can teach English to Spanish people, whichever you prefer. So yeah, let's get on into my day. So I went to the Commons and I hung around for a bit. I went in the sports lockers. That was always fun. And then we talked around. Oh my gosh, you guys know how this election is like really bothering me. I mean, once again, Courtney for press, yay! Not that I'm really gonna vote for her because she doesn't really have the qualities of a president. Anyway, there is a person running for treasurer that I did not know about until today. And for all you people out there, the election is on Thursday. Yeah. And so anyway, they started running today, or maybe yesterday, one of those. And so this guy is running for treasurer, and his name is Thomas Beep. Yeah, I can't tell you his last name. But anyway, his name is Thomas Beep. And he had the dumbest poster ever. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone that's like his friend or him watching this video. But seriously, you need to step it up. He had his name, Thomas Beep, for treasurer. And then under that, he had pictures of unicorns and lions and just the Loch Ness monster. And anyway, and they were all in jail cells or whatever, except for the lion. The lion was out. Anyway, the lion, under it, he had written a little arrow. So here's this little arrow. And it said, scratch and sniff. And so, like all normal people, I went up to it. Oh, look at this, guys. This is so cool. I scratched it. And then I sniffed it. And let me just tell you, don't ever do that to a poster. One, I looked pretty daggone crazy. Two, it smelled like Axe. And three, I was not all but too sure where that poster had been. So yeah. Oh, there we go. So that is not good. Next thing on the agenda. I'm allowed to light candles now. Isn't that awesome? This one has no scent. This is, please remove label before burning. Candlelight. Can you see it? There we go. I hope you saw it because I'm not showing it again. Anyways, the next thing I did was I went to guacamole. No, I didn't go to guacamole. I went to Espanol. Wrong. I went to geometry. And in geometry, we did a little bit of learning, a little bit of homework going over in. And the homework was hard. I mean, I do not understand okay, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like and or statements, and it's just weird. But I understand it now. And then today in math, we did converse, inverse, contrast. No, not that word. Not that word, my friends. I meant contrapositive, not the other C word. For all those who understand what I'm talking about, please keep your mouth shut. Thank you. Anyway, we learned about that, and that was kind of fun because it's pretty easy. So, yeah, then I skedaddle on upstairs to my English class where we read a very sad story about called The Scarlet Abyss, which is about a little disabled boy. And he's born into a family that's kind of normal people, and everyone expected this little disabled boy to like die. So they built him a coffin, but he didn't die. But he couldn't crawl till he was 3. He couldn't walk till he was 6. And then, while during that 6-year time period, like in his 6th year, his brother tried to teach him how to run and swim and jump and play. Um, and the brother was like, "Yeah, yeah." And the brother really looked up to the other brother. So the younger brother looked up to the older brother. And then one day, the older brother was trying to get him to run, and he couldn't do it. And a storm started to happen, so the brother got angry because he heard lightning and got really scared, and just took off running because he was so angry at the brother for not being able to catch up. So he kept speeding up, and until he couldn't hear his younger brother shouting, "Brother, brother, don't leave me." Um, and then after that, when he didn't hear him anymore, he was like, "Okay, I'm waiting." And the brother didn't answer. And he went back, and the younger disabled brother had died in the storm. And I mean, that was so sad. Just terribly sad. Terribly sad. But anyway, to get off a sad note, because I don't want to keep you guys all like upset through this entire thing, I'm going to sit back, check behind me, make sure there are no vampires. Nope, no vampires I can see. But what? What balloon are you guys talking about? I don't know. Anyways, then I went to AEP and we played Hangman. Oh my gosh, I did like the little Hangman thing, and then I said, okay, this is a game, and it had 7 letters in it, right? Oh wait, 7 letters in it. First letter A, second letter Q, third letter W, fourth letter P. Seriously? You got one correct out of all those 4. And then, like, the very last guess when I had N-A-A-N-G and then A-N of the last 2 letters, some girl was like, "Hangman!" And I was like, "Yes, thank you." And then another girl went, not the girl that guessed Hangman, and she did something that we were actually talking about earlier. And she had like EPO something 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 ENTIC something 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 uh ERA, and I was like, Repo the Genetic Opera. And I mean, seriously, if you know me, you know that I do not watch scary movies. I hate scary movies. They're so scary. And the only reason I guessed that is because we were talking about it earlier. So yeah. Anyway, and then I kind of blew up at her while we were walking to 3rd period. I was so angry because she always talks about how she's so, well, that's a weird looking bird. Oh, never mind. It's a female cardinal. Anyway, what was I saying? I kind of blew up at her because she's always talking about how she's so depressed, or how she's not beautiful, or she hates the way she looks or speaks, or how no one has ever liked her for her, or that she's so ugly that no guys will ever love her, and that she wants to actually hurt herself now. And I know she used to hurt herself, which is besides the point. And I'm not going to mention which friends this is, just for future reference. But it's just, I blew up at her. I was all like, you don't care about other people. You're constantly talking about yourself and your problems. When was the last time you asked me about my problems? Sure, you talked about me, I don't know, when you said happy birthday. But seriously, You're going to talk all about this and this and this and this and this, and you're not going to say a word about anyone else. Why do you only care about yourself? I mean, oh, there's a hole in my balloon. And I was all like, there are so many people in this world that we have nothing to do with, but in a way we're directly affecting them. And the longer we do nothing is the longer we hold them captive. And I just think that anybody who cares that much about themselves is not the captive, but the captive in their own head, the person who is burdening other people. And I mean, sure, we want to hear about your problems, we want to make them better, but on a daily basis, when you're talking about yourself, it's not okay. I mean, when was the last time you asked about my problems, huh? And I blew up at her, and then she said to me, this made me even like madder. Well, I was listening to the other Jordan about volleyball game, and I was just thinking, you beep, bad word. I would never ever say bad word, but I always think them for some reason. I was so upset because I was like thinking to my, I didn't say anything. I just kind of walked away at that point, but and I think she's like, oh yeah, Jordan doesn't understand. Oh well, I do understand. You can't say you listen to someone else talk about volleyball because listening is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being selfless and taking action for someone else, not listening to someone else, not standing there and just saying, oh yeah, I listen to you. Uh huh. Yeah, I don't believe that anyone ever listens. I think that they just kind of stand there and wait for you to finish talking if they're like a person like this. And she said about volleyball, and that made me even madder because I was definitely not talking about sports or clubs. I was talking about like heart and prosperity and just how we have the world in our hands. And she's supposed to be in visions or smart, but if you can't grasp the situation we're in America, in the world, then you probably can't grasp reality. And I just walked away and I was so upset. And I still am very upset, but I apologize. I didn't apologize, but I remade friends with her. I wasn't blowing up anymore. So yeah. Then I went to gym, and in gym we did a game that was super, super fun. We had like three little dots in like a triangle formation. No! Ugh! Anyway, we had three little dots in the triangle formation. So this is a dot, this is a dot here, and this is a dot there. And so it was in like a triangle. And then so we were tossing a ball back and forth with our dominant hands first. And then there was music playing, and when the music stopped, the person with the ball would chase the other two around the triangle, not cut through the triangle, not around the gym, but around the triangle, and try to tag them. And if you got tagged, you had to do 10 jumping jacks. And it was really, really fun. So yeah. Then I went to lunch, and I had a chicken sandwich and water and reduced sugar, fruit snacks, and I had a dark chocolate bar. So not the healthiest lunch I could ever have, but what can you do? What can you do? So yeah, then I went to Espanol, and I mean I was in the zone today. I was all like, Corrimos, Destruyo. Oh guys, for real, we just started learning about the body parts. Is everyone ready? I think everyone's ready. So yeah, first, I really, really, really have to go get my body part picture. Well, it's not like a picture, so don't get that thought in your head. You'll burn your corneas out. I mean like the words that mean the words like oh I, like that kind of word. Okay, you guys see how this kind of got really weird with like an effect or something right now? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about all that. I'm gonna try to fix it right now. Let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, not that button. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna fix that right now, and I'm going to have to go and get that little picture thing. So yeah.